N5BE, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ, N5BE. Got you on Utah, Mike. Good morning.
Roger that. I've got you on Utah, too, real good. But we're not too good local, but hey, you know what? It's better than nothing. Anyway, when you get tired of logging, let me know, and I'll take over for you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'll go hands off.
Okay, yeah, it's getting close, so I figured you might need some help. WW5ENZ, standing by for the net. All right. Hey, you know what? You're almost 20 over here, so I guess it's a direct connection there. Yeah, take care. I've been listening to you guys. Kind of interesting stuff. Anyway, WW5ENZ, standing by for the net.
KM4CAX, N5BE. Just want to make sure I could hear you. I got you direct, so not as strong as before, but very readable, Jack.
N5BE, W5ABI.
W5ABI, N5BE, 10 over.
Yeah, I've got a lot of splatter coming over from 14288. He's blocking out anybody here with a low signal over.
Yeah, I don't hear him on Utah. I do hear him direct if I bring the volume up on the radio. But he's not bothering me, Joe, so I think we'll be able to make a go of it. What do you think?
I don't know. I'll try the SCR. Maybe that'll help me on the weaker station. The W5ABI.
Yeah, Joe, I run two of them. I run SCR, the Utah 2 and Utah 4, and I just click between them with my mouse, and that really helps me out. So like W7ASH, I can only hear him on Utah 2. So I'm constantly clicking back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, same here. Anyhow, hopefully we'll do pretty good. Are you net controlling me, over?
I am other duties as assigned.
Okay. Yeah, we're standing by for the net, W5ABI.
Joe, you're 20 over into Idaho, K1BOB into my hex thing.
Oh boy, I got the beam heading due east.
Yeah, well, they're omnidirectional, aren't they? And directional. K1BOB, great signal here. It's good to have my hex staying back and up and working. K1BOB.
Makes a difference. You're 10 over, Bob. W5 ABI standing by for net.
K1BOB, WW5ENZ. You're also 10 over down here, Bob.
Roger, thanks, Chief. And I think you're 10 to 15 over here. It's like black and white. Anyway, found out what was wrong with what I suspected, coax underground. K1BOB, standing by for the Flyers. KM4CAX, I got you, Jack, better than I had been. I'm on the hex and I'm pointed towards Texas. So you're about an F5, F6 here. Good morning. Yeah, well, I know what it's like there. I hope you're able to get your hex back up and trying to do that and not do it yourself. You know, it's a feat. I'm glad I didn't have to take my antenna down. Anyway, that would have had to wait a little longer, but this was easy. K1BOB. Thanks, Jack.
WW5ENZ, WA6LJS.
Yeah, John, W6LJS, WW5ENZ, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mike. Well, not the greatest conditions here. You're only about an S7. I did hear Leon. He's coming in pretty good, but I couldn't hear K1BOB at all. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Well, you're about a 5'7". I do have the beam pointed kind of southeast here, so because I was trying to see if I could get a hold of some of those folks down there in Florida better. But yeah, I got you. I can get a good signal on you, John, but it's not as loud as it usually is. It's only about a 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah, that's what you are here. So anyway, but I am copying you. I'll be standing by, WA6LJS.
You guys are both S9 in upstate New York, W2 WLD.
Yeah, good morning, Bill. Yeah, you're S9 also. We've got a long skip today.
Sounds good. WA6LJS, W5EBI. You're going between a 9 and a 10 here this morning, John. Over.
Yeah, good morning, Joe. You're about the same. A good S9 there, WA6LJS.
Thanks for the report, though, John. W5ABI standing by for net.
This is November 5 Bravo Echo, net control for the Air Forces. Flyers top net, starting the net in 5 minutes. Top of the hour, N5BE. This is November 5, Bravo, Echo, net control to the Flyers net, starting the net in 1 minute. N5BE. Good morning, everyone. This is November 5, Bravo, Echo. The name is Lee. I'm in Arlington, Texas, and I'll be net controlled today for the Air Force's Flyers Club. Net filling in for Jack, KM4CAX, and happy to do so. I see we're pretty hemmed in on the scope. We got people north and south of us. It looks like the offender on that 288 moved a little bit, I hope. So hopefully we'll make a go of it today. Conditions are better than they were the last couple days, so good for that. All right, so the Air Force's Flyers Club is a membership of active duty, retired, and veteran military personnel from all branches of the armed forces. We serve a common bond of being amateur radio operators, but also served our country's air forces. So anyone who helped get an aircraft in the air, any air crew, ground crew, maintenance personnel, air traffic control, anyone who helped get an aircraft or missiles in the air for our nation's armed forces is eligible to be a member of the club. Our purpose is to promote fellowship between those radio amateurs who gave a portion of their lives to support the mission of our air forces. We welcome visitors. You do not have to be in the military or be part of civil or military aviation to participate with the net. If you're interested in joining, we have a website, airforcesflyersclub.org. Information about members of the club and a membership application. The history of the club is on that website. We operate a control net. We meet daily on this frequency, 140290, and right now we're at 1500 Zulu every day. If you wish to contact Net Control, please do so by the appropriate following: check-in, contact, info, or relay. We also have a link. We also have an Echo Link node, conference node AFFC, and sometimes we use that when HF is not working out for us, and sometimes we have a 73 round over there on Echo Link. We're also running a simulcast on YouTube. K4YDB, Charlie is running that, does a great job. The question of the day is posted there for all to see. So the way we run the net is I'll run down a list that's been formed by NetLogger. NetLogger is a list formed by people who check in the NetLogger, or I hear them over the radio, or I see them on an SDR. So many times you may wonder why you logged into NetLogger 20 minutes after you see yourself up there in NetLogger, because I saw you on an SDR. So I get them any way I can. WW5ENG is helping me out today with NetLogger. Thank you, Mike. Really appreciate that. So we'll go down the list and then ask everyone to, if they have any comments today. We'll have a question of the day. I'll ask you for what you think the answer is on the question. The question's usually about aviation history, military history, current events, things along those lines, something we would like to have fun with. So given that, let me break. N5BE. Let's see. Right now on the list, I've got W5OG Dale, short timer. Good morning again, Dale. WA6LJS John, another short timer. KM4TX Jack, another short timer. This doesn't even come close to last week's short timer list, does it? What did we have? Like 17 short timers? All right, our mobile, KB0LTT. Good morning again, Larry. Nice strong signal. John, I saw you early on Utah, W7AJN. KAYO, John, and let's see, KYO. Yeah, he's in Tallahassee. WW5ENT, Michael up in Oak City helping me out. K1BOB, our commander in Idaho. Good to hear you, Bob. Really nice to you. KS5KY, Chris. It must be a weekend. You're talking to us on the live radio. Good morning, sir. K4YDB, Charlie, who's running our live stream on YouTube. Good morning, Charlie. Thank you for posting the question. W2WLT. This is a bonus for me on a Sunday. Good morning, Bill. W5ABI, Joe. Good morning again. Big signal with me. K8AF, always a big signal with me. Good morning, Russ. We got my neighbor to the south, Dale's brother, WB5DRI, Brian in San Antonio. Good morning, Brian. And we got someone that just showed up on NetLogger, KQ4NJS. I think he's been here before. So that's the list right now. John, could you put a call out from West Coast?
Wilco, this is WA6LJS relaying for Net Control for the Sunday Morning Flyers Net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. Nothing heard out west. best. Back to you.
Okay, John, thank you. Bill, W2WLD, could you put this call out from New York, please?
Yeah, welcome, Lee. This is W2WLD upstate New York. Relaying from next control for the Air Force's Flyers Club. We're taking check-ins. Members or guests, please call now. Nothing heard, and I'm a long timer today, Lee.
Yeah, okay, very good. All right. All right, I've got 3 short timers on the list that we have right now. Does anyone else need to be a short timer? Come now. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go with this list. So today's question, this is right out of the news. This one hit me right in the face earlier this week. So I said, oh my gosh, this is a great question. So the question is, FedEx just announced they're going to extend operations of this aircraft. The platform was expected to be out of the fleet by 2028, but it will now serve until 2032. FedEx has a total of 25 of these in their fleet, of which 23 are active. Can you name that aircraft? So the answers are A, the Boeing 757F, B, the MD-11F, C, the Boeing 767F, or D, the Airbus A300-600F. Bonus question is, which airport is the mecca for 747-400F and 747-8F operations? Flight spotters from around the world travel to this location to view the highest density of 747 freight operations. Those of you who like to watch YouTube, I do, and I like to watch airport feeds. This one is prominent. So the answers are A, Frankfurt Airport, B, Anchorage, C, LAX, or D, Heathrow. Now the answers are matched. A, B, B, C, C. I think we know the drill there. So no cross-pollination today. So that's today's question. Does anyone need a repeat of the question or the answer? Okay, nothing heard. I guess we're good to go. Let's start off with Dale. This is right up your alley, Dale. So I'm expecting big things from you. W5OG N5BE.
Okay, Lee, very fine. Good morning again, and good morning to all on the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. W5OG, Dale here in East Texas, where it's a balmy 70-something degrees. Going to be in the 80s today, and we had some showers last evening that rolled through. We need some more rain. And it looks like we could have some more. They're to the south of us now, so I don't know if it's going to be affecting the folks through the central part of Texas for the rest of the day. I expect that's true. Anyway, I do need to be a short timer. I do appreciate your putting me up the top, although it's a bit unnerving to be the first one on the question. But this one is relatively easy for me. I guess you want me to go ahead and answer it. I flew C-141s back in the Air Force days a long time ago. That was my first aircraft out of pilot training. I was stationed at Charleston. And, of course, Vietnam was fast and furious going on at that time, and we had an incredible airlift underway during my period in the early days there in MAC of my career. And Military Airlift Command, now it's Air Mobility Command, as you know. But just stand by. They'll probably change it again in another couple of years. Anyway, Mac at that time was busy supporting Vietnam, and did it from several different bases here in the States. And they had a lot of 141s and C5s at that time. And, I wondered, well, why are we always going to Anchorage? And it was pointed out to me, it was quick to figure it out. If you draw a great circle route from, any place really in the United States, but from Charleston to Saigon, if you draw a great circle route, it goes within 10 miles of Anchorage. And, of course, Elmendorf was very busy back then supporting lots and lots of C-141s. And it's true, the larger aircraft to this day, even the 747s, that if you're carrying a big load, you can't carry as much fuel, and you need to stop for refueling, and Anchorage is the ideal place to do that. And so my answer is going to be Bravo, Bravo. I wasn't all that familiar. I know that they do have, FedEx has the MD-11s. Of course, we got Bob K2SJP is retired out of flying for FedEx. But I was with UPS. But the UPS guys and FedEx guys, we got along pretty well there at Anchorage, and they were busy there, and we were busy there as well. Both UPS and FedEx, by the way, have pilots based at Anchorage for just that reason, because it is a central stopping place, and it's amazing how you have to go up north to get anywhere. So, in the northern hemisphere at least. And so put me down, Bravo, Bravo, and I'll say 7-3 to everybody. Thank you, Lee, for doing the net. And Jack, get your station back there. We look forward to having you back on the air with us when you can. And nice to see you on here this morning. So all the best to you. And Bob, good to have you back in K1BOB. Everybody have a great day, 7-3. We'll talk to you all later. And back to net. N5BE, back to you, Lee, W5OG.
Okay, Dale. I've really enjoyed that story, and I love hearing all of your experiences from all of you guys. And when I was at Fort Hood, we had Gray Army Airfield, which is an old Air Force facility, and I think it had 10,000-foot runway, and we used to get C-141s and C-133s in all the time, hauling Hueys, 5 Hueys. They'd take them off and then load 5 more and take them to Vietnam. Very quick turn. So I got very familiar with refueling 141s and 133s back in the day. All right, we'll break with you, Dale. Thanks for that, and we'll wish you 73. Let's go to WA6LJS in California. Good morning again, John. You're up for the Flyers.
Okay, thank you, Lee. N5BE in the group. This is WA6LJS. Good morning to everyone. Conditions are pretty fair. So far, I'm hearing everybody that's been on locally here on the local receiver. I do have a couple SDRs on, but I don't really need them yet. Well, it's about 51 degrees, clear blue sky, plenty of sun right now. We're going to be up probably into the low 70s in another couple hours. Let's see, answer to the question. Well, I'm pretty sure the first part is answer Bravo, as Dale said, the MD-11. I didn't know what the second part, but being as they're matched pairs and also being as Dale chose it, put me down for Bravo again. So I'm going to go Bravo, Bravo. We'll start a lemming line here. Other than that, nothing else. 73s. Have a good net. Thanks for running things, Leon. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. N5BE, WA6LJS, 7-3.
Okay, John, 73. Well, get me down for Bravo, Bravo. And it is Sunday after all, so I tried being kind. I tried not making this so much of a lead question, whatever that is. All right, KM4CX, N5B, you're up for the Flyers, Jack. Good to hear you. KM4CX N5BE. Okay, Jack, we got you down. Bravo, bravo. Hope your wife feels a little better. And congratulations on the continued blessings there. That's terrific. All right, Jack, we'll break with you, and hopefully we'll see you this week. Let's go to our mobile. KB0LTT. In my mind, Larry, I have a hard time picturing you as a visitor anymore. You're so persistent on your participation and very good answers usually. So good morning again, Larry. You're up for the Flyers.
Well, thank you, Leon. Good morning to you and all the Flyers. KB0LTT 18-wheel mobile just went through Peoria, or going through Peoria, Illinois, as I speak here. Current weather conditions, it's a gusty day here. Wind gusts of 28, sustained at 24 right now. From 200 degrees. It's broken at 1,400, overcast at 2,000 feet. A little bit of light rain throughout the morning here, a little bit of mist. Visibility 10, temperature 67, dew point 64, humidity 90%, and the pressure 296.5. And there's a low pressure system just west and north of Dubuque, Iowa, and I'm going to be playing in the wind all day because of that, because that's exactly where I'm going. Just west and north of Dubuque, Iowa is where my final destination is. So I should be in there about 2 o'clock this afternoon or thereabouts. Anyway, as far as the question goes, after listening to Dale, I'm definitely going to follow the line and go with bravo, 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 bravo for my answer, Leon. Back to you, N5BE and the Flyers, KB0LTT 18-wheel mobile.
Okay, Larry, we've got you down for bravo, bravo. Very brave of you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll talk about this at the end, but it is Sunday, and I tried to make it easy. So very good. All right, John, W7AJN, you're up for the Flyers, John. Good morning.
W7
Is he talking? I don't hear him.
WW5ENZ relay.
He was on Utah early today, so maybe something happened. He had to go. Hey, Mike, let's mark him non-responding, and we'll come back to him on a 73. Okay, I still don't hear him. All right, let's break the W7AJN K8YO. John, you're up for the Flyers, John. Good morning. Okay, John, very good. We'll get you down. Bravo, bravo. We'll see how that comes out. All right, let's, my net locker. Good morning, Mike. WW5ENZ N5BE. What do you think?
Okay,
What do you think, Mike?
Wow, I guess we got somebody here close to us bleeding over, but I can't quite tell if it's high or low. I'll have to check it out in a minute. Anyway, I was thinking, I was thinking the answer was going to be also Bravo, but then when I looked at the bonus question, and I'm going, wow, I don't know about that. I think I'm going to go with Alpha. I'm going to say Alpha Alpha. Other than that, yeah, so I'll break with the lemming line, and we'll see. Probably wrong, but hey, it doesn't hurt to try. It's 47 degrees here in Oklahoma City. We had a lot of thunderstorms come through last night, or just one big one, I guess, but it kind of split north and south of me, so I was pretty lucky. It wasn't too bad. But it was supposed to be like 70-mile-an-hour winds, but I didn't see anything like that. We probably only got up about 26, 27. Other than that, it's kind of overcast right now. The sun is supposed to break out maybe this afternoon and get us about 62 degrees, so it might end up being a pretty nice day. Anyway, as far as that goes, I'll go with Alpha Alpha, and we'll turn it back to you, Net Control, N5BE, WW5ENZ.
Okay, Mike. Well, very brave break with the lemming line. Yeah, Frankfurt is a huge freight hub, as is Munich, as is Bitburg Hahn. I mean, there's a lot of freight operations out of Germany anymore. But of course, at Frankfurt, it's over on the other side of the airport where Rhine-Main used to be, and you can't recognize it as Rhine-Main anymore. It's been so built up. So interesting place. All right, we'll break with Lou. Let's go to our commander, K1BOB. Good morning again, Bob. And what do you think of this question? N5BE.
Hi, N5BE, K1BOB. Boy, the skip is changing. You just rolled back there quite a bit on me. I like your question, and I got to look at the chart. I got to see what the scores are. Oh, it looks like a big lemming line. After Dale's dissertation on that, I mean, how could you not go bravo, bravo? That's what I kind of found out too. But no, I didn't know that, and I'll be quite frank. Always listen to your vice commander. I was a vice commander twice, so I was happy when my boss listened to me most of the time. He wasn't as stern as I was when it came to reprimand stuff. He was an easygoing Mac guy. Anyway, let's see. We're back on the Hex theme. Things are working well here. And it was nothing wrong with the antenna. As I suspected, it was the underground cable. So we strung a couple of lengths of cable up to get it to the house, and voila, I'm back on my Hex theme aimed right at you, Lee. And I'm picking up everybody pretty darn well, but the skip is going up and down. There's no doubt about that. There's some side interference coming in. Anyway, I hope you're getting all this. Thank you very much for taking it in the interim here for Jack. I really appreciate that. And you're doing a great job. You're great additive to this team we have here of all us that's doing our thing here. And I really missed it when I couldn't get on the radio for probably a good solid week or so. And I know James took my net last time. I did put out a schedule for you 40-meter guys. I sent it out yesterday. Let me know if you did not get the schedule. Otherwise, I started off with myself for this Tuesday. And I went in the same order we normally go in, just to make everything fair. So with that, I'll turn it back to Nick Control. Thank you very much, Lee. Put me down for double B's. Bravos. K1BOB. Back to Nick.
K1BOB N5BE. Bob, with all those nice superlatives, I have to raise my hand and admit I just made a big boo-boo. I had my antenna over towards Florida so I could hear John, and I left it there, and I said, why is Bob so down? And I look over at my stargazer over there, and it's, I'm still in Florida. So I moved it back, and golly gee, you came right back up to where you were. How about that? All right, we'll break with you and demerit for me. K is 5KY. Chris, good to see you on a weekend. You're up for the Flyers, Chris, N5BE. Okay, Chris, very good. Well, those storms came through here last night. Some of it was packing an inch and a half hail. Luckily, the big stuff missed us. We got a little bit of rain, but I was watching that hail meter, and it was pretty close. I hope it misses you. All right, I'll break with you, Chris. Good to hear you this weekend. Let's go to Charlie, K4YDB. Thanks again, Charlie, for the life-saving live stream. You're up for the Flyers, N5BE.
N5BE, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Lee. Morning to all the Flyers out there and all the good sounding signals today. I mean, from everybody, just about, except for let's see, that Jack was the worst because he's so close to me. He's only a couple hundred miles away. But I hardly ever hear him. But I hope everybody's having a good morning. Right now it's about 65 degrees here. I don't think we're going to get much cooler or warmer than that. We do have rain here, and it's supposed to rain pretty much on and off all day. And I just pulled it up on the radar, and it's going to be raining for quite a while. Lightning feel a bit further north of us, so hopefully it doesn't come our way. But I have to keep an eye on it. Last night, before I went to bed, I went ahead and unplugged everything because I knew we were supposed to have bad weather in the area, so I wasn't sure. But anyway, I unplugged anyway. So just gonna work around the house, and my dog doesn't realize it yet, but she's getting ready to get a bath, and she's dodging me this morning because she knows why. Because when I go and get that bathroom ready, this is when she goes and hides. But she's a smart dog sometimes. But anyway, as far as the question goes, I guess you can just put me down for the bees. The bees have it. Lee, N5BE K4YDB, I'm back to net.
Charlie, cut you down, bravo. And thanks again. I enjoyed sending you the questions. It looks like this whole thing's working out. So, but hey, we need some participation out there. Not hard to do. Send me some questions, guys. All right, let's go to Bill. What a treat for Sunday. WTWOD, N5BE. Good morning, Bill. You're up for the Flyers.
Yeah, good morning, Lee. Well, it's a treat for me to be here. Quiet weekend here. The weather is not good enough to do anything outside. I got plenty to do out there, but can't do it today. What is it? 48 degrees and on and off with rain. Snow going north of us, luckily. and no grandkid sporting events to attend. We really enjoy that. We are looking forward to this evening. We're hosting a family dinner in honor of my oldest daughter's birthday, and two of our daughters and their families will be there, so looking forward to that. As far as the question, Dale has spoken, so far be it from me to go against what Dale has already put on the table. So I'm another lemming, Lee. Bravo, bravo. N5BE, W2, WLD.
Okay, Bill. Are there lemmings, or are there only people who have the right answer? I have tossed and turned on that one, Bill. All right, let's go to Joe, W5ABI. Always with a strong signal. Good morning again, Joe. You're up for the Flyers. N5BE.
N5BE and the Flyers, 75ABI. Good morning, Lee. Good morning to all the Flyers. Thanks for running the net. I got interference on both sides, so this twin PBT on the 7610 is shifted about 150 plus. So everybody fast the trend wheel. Rubber copy and high. Anyhow, it's a beautiful day here in Las Vegas. Clear blue sky. Right now, let me see, 56, and we're supposed to get a high of 78. Clear blue sky, so it's going to be a nice day. There's not any wind so far. Anyhow, I'm going to go with BB for my answers, and we'll be here at the bottom. N5BE, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe, got you down. Bravo, bravo. Always a big signal, even though we may sound squeaky on you today. All right, let's go to K8AF. Russ, who flew F-15s out of Elmendorf? I bet you he's seen a lot of airplanes going into Anchorage. You're up for the Flyers, Russ. N5BE.
Okay, Lee, N5BE K8AF. Thank you very much. And I also flew the Whale out of Anchorage for Northwest. Northwest had a big freighter fleet up at 747 freighters up in Anchorage, and I got to fly those. And one of my good friends that went through 7-4 training with me, she's actually MD-11 captain for FedEx. So she's all happy that they're sticking around a little bit longer. So anyway, I'm going to go with Bravo Bravo because there's always a ton of 7-4s up in Anchorage, and I'm pretty sure she told me that the MD-11 was sticking around a little bit longer. But I'm going to be one and done because I forgot I got to go to church this morning, and I hope everybody has a good day. It's a beautiful day out in central Washington, about 32 degrees right now, and sunny skies. It's going to get up close to 60. So after that, going to work on setting fence posts with my son. So that'll be a fun job, I'm sure. Back to you, Lee. Thank you for running the net. N5BE K8AF.
K8AF N5BE. Well, Russ, it's not often we get two certified ringers for the same question. I think our fate has been sealed, top and bottom. So well done there. All right, so let's break with Russ. Let's go to Brian, our Saturday net control. WB5DRI N5BE. Good morning, Brian.
Yeah, good morning, Lee. N5BE, WB5DRI down here in San Antonio. Good morning, everybody, and great to be back on the net here this morning. We had a nice day in San Antonio here. We're in the low 70s, and I think the low temperature this morning is only 68, and we're going up to only about 85 today. So it's going to be a very nice day here. It's a little overcast, and it'll probably burn off as the day goes by. But anyway, did want to comment on the contest last night. Yesterday evening, I got on a little bit, and then late last night I got on some more, but I was on 10 and also on 20, and I worked a whole bunch of countries all over the map, all over the world. I ended up picking up some new countries, South Korea, Vanuatu, in the Pacific, and also, I worked Japan, but I've worked Japan before many times. But I also went over on 20, and I picked up Moldova as a new country. But I worked New Zealand over there and a bunch of other countries in South America and Europe, all over the map. It was the DX was everywhere. It was pretty neat. And fortunately, my logging program worked perfectly. I don't know if I was doing something wrong before or what happened, but boy, it worked nice last night. I didn't have any problems at all. So it was fun. A lot of fun to do that. I get a kick out of that still. Working, I don't work the contest to win, but work it usually just to pick up new countries, and it works out pretty well. But it's fun. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good morning there, and good morning to all. And great question there, Lee. Great questions as per usual. And I have to admit that I was stationed in Elmendorf in Anchorage there for 3 years in the late 70s. So I know a little bit about that area and Anchorage being a stop on the Great Circle route there. So anyway, good to be here this morning, and thanks for doing the net for Jack. And I'll stick around to the bottom here. And good morning to all. Back to you, Lee. N5BE, WB5DRI, back to net. Check in.
Okay, Brian, very good. Got you down, bravo. And I heard a check-in. Go ahead, check-in.
67LAK, how many's left? I'll look up the question and everything. Just wondered where I'd fall in the, you put me at the bottom. Just wondering how many before that.
I'm sorry, I could not hear you. Could you try again, please?
Yeah, this is KB7LAK, Justin. Just wondering how many's left on the list, over.
You're it, Justin. You're it. Okay, very good. Let me just read it to you real quick. FedEx just announced an operations extension on this aircraft. This platform was expected to be out of the fleet by 2028, but will now serve until 2032. FedEx has 25 of these in their fleet. 23 are active. Can you name the aircraft? Boeing 757F, B, MD-11 Foxtrot, C, Boeing 767F, or D, the A300-600? That's the first question. Second question. This airport is a mecca for 747-400F and 747-8F operations. Plane spotters from around the world travel to this location to view the highest density of 747 freight operations. Can you name that airport? A, Frankfurt. B, Anchorage. C, LAX. D, Heathrow. Do you have that, Justin?
Oh, wow, that's a tough one. So what's the lending line? Is the lending line Bravo?
Affirmative.
Okay, put me in the lending line. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, put me down for, see how this shakes out. Thanks for letting me jump in.
Okay, very good, Justin. Got you down, bravo. Another brave man. So, all right, very good. All right, from the original list, is there anybody that I missed? Come now. Now we just got a tuner-upper. All right, let's dispense with the question. So I just said it over the air, so I'm not going to repeat the whole thing again. So the answer was the MD-11. Quick story about the MD-11 and 767. American Airlines was going to buy some of both, and we came up with an offer to American Airlines of buying a block of engines. Recognizing that both aircraft had the same engines, we left it up to American as to where they would place their engines. And I don't don't remember the number they bought off the top of my head. Could have been 100, could have been 200, but it was the first time I think in airline history that an airline bought engines without the airplane. So a bunch of people got an award for being creative there. So the answer is Bravo, the MD-11F. It's staying around for a little bit longer, and for airplane geeks, that's really nice. They love that airplane, and of course that would make the answer to the second question. Bravo, it is Anchorage, and if you're even mildly interested in an airplane, go on YouTube, type in ANC or Anchorage Airport, and just sit back and watch. You've got UPS, Atlas, China, Caletta, Cathay Pacific, a whole bunch of no-names, a lot. Oh, the Dreamlifter goes in there quite a bit too. Just sit back and enjoy. And then interspersed with that are there's a Super DC-3 that takes off from there. There's a cargo operator that operates C-130s, commercial C-130s. If you're an airplane nut, it's a wonderful thing to watch. So I tune into it almost every week, and there's usually one airplane spotter out there, and some of them even come from Europe. So, and I know the hills that they're on watching all this stuff, because I've sat on that same hill back in 1984 when I had to go to Anchorage to give a class to the FAA on the helicopter, and that was the only enjoyment I got out of the whole trip to Anchorage. So that's today's answer, and thanks for everybody participating. And we didn't fool very many people, although Mike wanted to go to Frankfurt, and that would have been a good guess. But Anchorage carries the day there. So that's it from this list. Let's go. Let's see. Is there anyone else that would like to join the net today? Come now with your call sign, slowly, phonetically, name and location. Okay, I got nothing heard. I want to recognize KQ4NJS. KQ4NJS Paul in Atlanta. He's a tech, but he's listening and put a little note there. So thank you for that. Thank you for that, Paul. Go get your general so you can join us. I'm sure you'd enjoy it. So that's it from the original. Let's go. Let's see. We got time. 73 rounds. First up, KB0LTT Larry, 73 rounds. You're up next, Larry.
Okay, very good, Leon. Everybody have a pleasant day. Best 73s. I will not be joining. I don't think I'll have time to join the round table on the Echo Lake. I might jump in for a little bit, but I'm going to be stopping here. Well, yeah, I've got a little bit of time, so I guess we'll see a few over on Echo Lake. N5BE and the Flyers, KB0LTT, 73.
Okay, Larry, 73 to you. All right, let's try John again. W7HAN. Johnny out there, 73 round, N5BE. Wow, I heard somebody come in to our pass man there. No, nothing from John. All right, John, we'll pick you guys. We'll pick you up tomorrow. How about another John? KYO 73 round John N5BE. Okay, he shows offline in the aim window. Mike, W5DNC, 73 round Mike N5BE. WW5ENZ and 5B 73 round, Mike.
Okay, all right. right, N5BE, WW5ENZ. Yeah, I just threw a wild guess in there, but when I went back and looked up that guess, it was mainly passenger airplanes. So, and that wasn't even what we were talking about. So anyway, good deal, and that was a good question though. And all right, we'll catch you probably tomorrow, or we'll see. WW5ENZ 73s, everybody. Have a great day, and hopefully your weekend ends well.
Okay, Mike, very good. We've got an all-air freight airport just north of Fort Worth, Alliance, that was built by the Perot family. And Amazon has an enormous hub there, as does FedEx. So when they're on long final, they go right by the house. I always enjoy watching the Amazon 777s coming in and operated by Atlas. Always pretty majestic. All right, Mike, we'll break with you. Let's go to our commander, K1BOB, 73 round Bob.
Okay, K1BOB and N5BE, great job running the net. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the commentary we got from folks in the know on this stuff, and I went with the flow. That's all I can say. But I'll be, I guess I got net control tomorrow. I'm working on a couple of questions. And maybe I'll do a current event one, too, that might surprise you. And it'll be a different subject. And then I got a couple other questions that could involve outer space, and it may involve, I got one I'll probably use on World War II in the Pacific, which is pretty appropriate for this net. Anyway, with that, I'll give my 73. And thanks again, Lee, and thank you, Mike, Chief Mike, for doing the net logger there, and Charlie, as always, for doing the live stream there, which I'm watching, and good talk back and forth, and Chris on our experiences out of Tinker when the hurricane, big tornado came through. I arrived there just after that happened there for 3 years, so 2.5. Anyway, that's all we got here, and I'll send it back to net control. Thank you, Lee. K1BOB to N5BE.
Okay, Bob, very good. I want to tack something on to a current event question we had earlier this week. It's no secret what's going on at Diego Garcia. I think the administration has been very open for a reason as to what they're doing. But I went on Google Earth, and the original hangar that was there is gone. But it's been replaced by 4 temporary hangars for B-2s. I think there's a message there. All right, let's go to Charlie, K4YDB, 33 round Charlie, and thanks for your help.
N5BE, K4YDB. Well, thanks for running the net, for picking up the net for Jack. Good net, though. I enjoyed it and did a good job there. So, anyway, I'll say 7-3s, everybody. Everybody have a good day, and we will try this again tomorrow. K4YDB, back to net.
Okay, Charlie. Very good. Thank you. Now let's go to Bill. You're on here. You missed some of my better easy questions, Bill. So good for you. W2WOD N5BE.
Well, fine, Lee, and I enjoyed it. Thanks for filling the brief. Everybody have what's left of a great weekend, I hope. Thank you, Lee. N5BE W2WLD 73.
All right, Bill, 73. Good to hear you today. All right, Joe, W5ABI, just listening to us with squeaky voices because you've narrowed it down. You're up for 73 round, Joe, N5BE.
Yeah, N5BE, W5ABI. Good question, Lee. Yeah, I've got on my ICOM speaker, I got it on cut 2. So, and plus I was using the same CDC, so everybody was high pitch, but eliminated most of the unwanted 2RM. Anyhow, 73s to you and all the flyers. N5BE, W5ABI, 73.
Yeah, 73, Joe. See you tomorrow. All right, Justin, KB7LAK. Late but on time. 33 round, Justin.
Okay, yeah, I'll pass my 73s. I will say that those B2 hangars were built around the time I was there in the early 2000s, so if there's those... Here. Anyway, thanks for calling the net. Thanks for letting me. I appreciate the help there. This is KV7.
Okay, Justin. Boy, that was one of the best signals I ever had out of you. I'm pointed pretty much at you, but very strong. Okay, we'll break with Justin. Let's go to Brian, WB5DRI, 73 round, Brian, N5BE.
Okay, Lee, N5BE, WB5DRI. Yeah, I have to say, great net, Lee. Thanks again for doing it this morning, and 73s to all the flyers. And Bob, K1BOB, you were S9 plus this morning with me, so that X-beam is working again just great. And Charlie was his usual S9 plus as well. But anyway, everybody have a great day out there, and hopefully we'll be able to do this again tomorrow. 73s, everybody. Thanks again, Lee. N5BE, WB5DRI, back to net. Good day, everybody.
Yeah, very good, Brian. We'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to close the net down now. I'm not going to ask her anymore. My wife just arrived, and she needs some help unloading the vehicle, trying to get in between three dogs. So I got to go help her. So I'm going to call the net now. Thank you for everyone's participation. Thanks for all the help. Mike, Charlie, really appreciate it. It was my pleasure to do the net today. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. This is November 5, Bravo Echo, Lee in Arlington, Texas. We're going to go QRT, shutting the Flyers net down, return the frequency to normal amateur radio, N5BE.
Calling out Lee,